Good evening. This is the Walpole Zoning Board of Appeals. Tonight is Wednesday, November 17th. It is 7 p.m. And the one case we have this evening is case number 2117, Jessica McGraw, with property at 8 Briarwood Lane, Walpole, in zoning district RA. The application is for a special permit under section 5B2 of the zoning bylaws to allow the construction of an accessory in-law suite as an accessory to an owner-occupied single-family dwelling. That was the notice that was published. We have the correspondence. We have from the fire department, from Paul Berry, Deputy Chief. The fire department has reviewed the plans in application of the above noted location. We have the following comments to offer the board regarding the request for a special permit. If the request for the special permit is approved by the board, the building plans will have to be submitted to the fire department through the building department for review of an inspection for compliance will be conducted prior to occupancy. And we also have from the town engineer with respect to the property at 8 Briarwood Lane. We have received the following. The items, the plot plan, zoning application. They have comments for the site plan is, the plot plan shows an increased roof area of the proposed in-law addition and provides the appropriately sized recharge system for this in-law addition according to requirements outlined in section 12.3A.3D. It does not appear to account for what appears to be a new roof extending to the rear from the second floor extension over the crossover first floor proposed mudroom. It would appear a separate recharge needs to be added behind the proposed mudroom. So, okay. With that, we all have the plans. We've got the plot plans. I'm sure some board members have been able to take a look at the neighborhood. If Eric McGraw?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you want to come up to the microphone up here and just explain what's being proposed? And if we have some questions, we'll be able to ask you.
Yeah, I don't have a set of plans in front of me, but I can answer any questions.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you. You want me to just kind of describe what
Yeah, it
we're
helps
trying
if,
to do in general?
yeah, it helps if you explain what's there, the existing conditions.
Okay, so existing conditions is it's a cave home. Originally, when I bought the home, it was listed as a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Come to find out, I guess it was a 4-bedroom, 2-bath at some point. But the existing cape, and then it has a breezeway, and then it has a 2-car garage to the right-hand side. What essentially we're trying to do is do an in-loft the back of the garage. And then also, I have a loft of storage. It's finished, but it's storage above the garage. I'm trying to make that into a family room up top. So there will be stairs being constructed in the breezeway that would go up to that occupancy above the garage. Other than that, what you see on the back side of the house would be a first floor laundry and a first floor pantry, and it would also include the back staircase for my grandmother to access the laundry, dining room, etc. And then it has a staircase going out to the back, which will be a patio. I totally understand the recharge system's impervious coverage. I mean, a little bit over my head as far as the engineering of it, but wherever we need a recharge system, that's okay. And so,
Yeah, we could put that as a condition.
Yep.
That's,
yeah, so I'm aware that I had to do it in the back. Rim engineering, the guy Craig, I believe it's on the plan that it shows like the Cultec chamber and stuff like that on the plans from Rim engineering. This is from the architect. I don't know if there's anything from Rim engineering.
yeah,
there.
no, we have that, the plot plan. And
Correct. And I think it's, I want to say top left corner, but it has like the Cultec. That's that roof water recharge system, I believe.
right, yeah, right there. So what the town engineer is saying that part's okay.
Okay.
That's for the proposed addition, and that's being recharged. It's the new part of the building
Above the
above
breezeway?
above the breezeway and the addition that you're putting on there. That doesn't seem to have a recharge area.
Okay. If we do need to add something in the front of the house, just so everyone's aware, I do have a tree in front of that. What's gonna be above the breezeway is just essentially, it's add no walk-in closet to my bedroom. This closet space is just so limited.
Yeah. So more likely, what we might do is we would condition it so that you have to have a recharge similar to the,
Would that be in the front of the house or
no,
the back?
I mean, in the back.
Okay,
Um,
yeah.
I don't see why it would have to be in the front. It's gonna slope to the back. So, you already have the roof there on the front, so, but.
Yeah, and then it has gutters and obviously downspouts that are buried in the ground. I don't believe it's a Caltech chamber or whatever that recharge system is, but I just think it probably the downspouts go underground.
But you are adding behind the breezeway, right? There's a new,
So the breezeway roof is essentially one floor. It has like a cathedral ceiling, but it's lower than the home. It's lower than the height of the roof where it, what
right.
the plans are showing is gonna be built, yes.
So what I'm looking at here is where it says new mud room.
That's
I'm on page 2. That's all new. So that's the new roof that's going above that.
correct.
So we're gonna want to have the water from that, the new roof, go into a recharge, and it can go into a recharge right behind that in the backyard.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's talk about square footage. Do you know this is, the in-law is one floor, right? It's,
Correct. The in-laws essentially, it's one floor. It's gonna kind of be, I don't wanna say a studio, but it's pretty much all open. The only two things that are closed are the bedroom and then the bathroom. And I believe a closet. But other than that, when you walk into the right-hand side, there's gonna be, I'm having a lot of site work done, so it's kind of built on a hill. So I'm trying to have a lot of that hill taken out flat so that I won't, if you guys kind of see the plans, it looks like the plans are drawn kind of uphill. I'm trying to avoid, obviously, as my grandmother gets older, I want to have handicap access. So I'm trying to take out a lot of that hill to make everything as level as possible.
okay.
I haven't done any site work. I'm kind of waiting to get through tonight to do that stuff.
So, one of the things in the bylaw is that the addition, the in-law cannot be more than 1,000 square feet. And, is it 1,000 square?
So-
1,000 square feet, or one-third of, or 33% of the existing house. So your existing house is 1,978
So-
square feet?
Correct. So when you look on a website or whatever, I believe it's 1,900 something feet. I'm not sure if that includes, I believe the breezeway and garage were added later. I don't think it was built with the original house. So I'm not sure if the garage is counted as square footage because it's not livable space. I'm not totally sure.
I think it's listed,
It is listed, okay.
so.
So, yeah, so the proposed, the in-law, I believe, is like 21 and change feet by 30, so I think that equals out to 600 something square feet. I think the mudroom in the back is 11 feet by 20 something, so it's another, I think it adds up to about 1,000 square feet total of
Right.
proposed addition.
Yeah. So I'm actually just taking a look at the numbers. So if you come in at, boy, it's hard to read.
no, it says,
I see 21 and a half feet for one end of the addition. And then
It's kind of tough because
30, I guess it is 30,
30 and 3 inches.
30 feet, 3 inches. Okay, so talking 630 square feet for the in-law. What was that, 1978?
Correct, so that's 654.50 plus the, so it's 11.5 times,
Coming in at 31%, you're okay.
should the skin of my teeth.
Yeah, I've got a couple % there, so. And,
We can also
yeah,
deviate from those by special permit, so it's not,
And just so you're aware too, I know I'm fairly close, but I'm running into an issue now where the engineer seems to think that the bathroom is very tight. So he's suggesting to me that maybe I just do another foot off the whole back to allow just for a foot in the bathroom. Obviously, it's not on these plans, it's not even set in stone, it's not a deal breaker, but I still don't think that would put me over would probably add, what, another 30 square feet to the whole project.
yeah, I don't think, and I'm even looking at the setbacks, that's not gonna be a deal breaker. Although you're gonna have to get it through the building inspector, any modifications off of, because we reference these plans in our decision. So,
Yeah.
so the building inspector can allow a, you know, a very minor
Absolutely.
change. You know, you move the building a little bit this way, a little bit that way, as long as you're not getting into the setbacks. And, you know, an extra foot, the building inspector can authorize that.
Okay.
But we are gonna reference these plans in the decision.
Yeah, there's, any change would, like I said, would be so minute that unless they took out a tape measure, they probably, you know, probably never.
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, the garage is counted on the assessor's card in the gross area,
Okay,
and it's 576 square feet, but it's not considered in the living area
so is
calculation.
that
So
included
it's
with
still-
the 1,900 square feet?
No, it's
I s-
not.
'cause
So
it
it's
se-
zero
the
beside
1,900
it.
seems small to me, it's
Yeah,
a
'cause you
fairly
have-
decent sized house.
It says 1,056 for your first floor and 605 for your second half-story,
And then what the
and an
three
attic
is.
at 317. So that's what comes to the 1978.
The basement's not counted either.
No,
I don't know if half the basement's finished, half is just,
It
Yeah.
still doesn't count as living,
no.
okay.
even though.
Yeah, there's no- obviously
Unfinished
no bedroom.
basements, yeah, living area on that column says 0, so. So I think, John, your numbers are okay?
What's that?
Your numbers are okay with the
Yeah,
1978?
yeah, I
Okay.
think, I mean, we just did it, it's
Yep.
coming in at about 31%. Does anybody else have any questions or comments? Does someone else? Mr. Cowan? No,
oh,
no, go ahead.
so, I noticed that the plot plan shows that the current house is on a septic system.
Correct.
And is that, what's the sizing of that, and can you add?
I have, I believe, I bought the house in 17 and it failed Title V, so I have something from Glossa, I believe, when I think Hockman did the septic.
I'm just curious if it's
So it's
rated
perked for 4 bedrooms.
for 4 bedrooms.
So
Can we see that?
I ran, yeah, one second, let me just make sure it's the right thing. So I ran into an issue with that where they were trying to tell me that when it fails Title V and it's redone, that's considered an upgrade. And because it's new construction, I would have to do a whole new system and also, yeah, this is actually stamped by Minnesota area as well, from when this is when I bought the house. I believe the septic's on that. So it's perked for 4 bedrooms, it was redone in 17. That's considered an upgrade, so I always thought my home, like I said, was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and then when I came here to the town to see what it was listed as, it was technically listed as a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, which the 1-bedroom in-law would make it a 5, which obviously wasn't gonna be able to work. So the first floor back bedroom that they're counting as a bedroom is not a bedroom, it's just an office. So I went to the registry of deeds and reduced a bedroom.
Okay.
And so I think it became public record, I did it a few months ago. It's listed as a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, so the in-law's gonna make it a 4.
And that's something that we'll also do here. We'll say in our decision that it's a 3-bedroom home, but it's going to expand to a 4-bedroom home.
Correct.
With the in-law,
Correct.
in-laws.
So I could technically never sell the house and say it's now a 5-bedroom.
You can do whatever you want, but somebody
I understand.
somebody will probably catch it along the way.
I just, you know,
But it,
the septic's, in my opinion, only a few years old, and it's, I mean, I have 2 bathrooms in my home, I'm adding a bathroom.
you can add 10 bathrms.
Yeah, I know
That's
it's
not
based
the
It
on
doesn't
issue.
matter, I know.
Right.
Yep.
So, and you are correct, this says it's designed as a 4-bedroom
Yep.
system. Okay. So, just out of, was this septic system done before you moved in or after you moved in?
Correct, I came and looked at the house, put an offer on the house, it was approved. The next time I came and looked, the septic was brand new, a lot of stuff, you know, the lawn was tore up.
Okay, so,
It was new when I moved into the house.
okay. Anybody want to see the plan?
No.
Mark, any questions?
I have this form from the registry of deeds as well, I don't know, I believe that's probably been submitted.
Yeah, I'll take we'll take a look at that, because that's. I've never seen one of those. Did somebody tell you to do this?
I kind of was, I mean, obviously, in my opinion, the septic was like 3 years old, so it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth when they told me I had to do a brand new septic. Yeah, I could I could understand adding to like the what do you call it, the bank, like the big tank.
Yeah.
So when I talked to Melissa, I kind of looked at my options. I talked to Rike as well. I think Rike, and she said that after I did that, they looked at it and they said, "You're all set. You don't have to do any work to the septic." So I was happy about that. The other thing with the septic is the area I'm in is I would have had to have put in a specialized system. It's called a FAST system. I guess it's a nitrogen sensitive area. I don't know if you know anything about that.
Yep.
But it comes with like a $800 a year yearly subscription to have it inspected. What I hear, it has like a mechanical arm. So if I had to do it, I had to do it. It wasn't a deal breaker, but
Okay. Mr. Crowley, good evening. How are you? Good. Do you have any concerns or comments on this? Have you seen the plans?
Yeah, I've seen the plans. The only thing I agree with is what the town engineer said, the roof over the breezeway. It just has to show that it's tied into the Caltech system at the back.
okay.
Because once you go over 600 square feet, you need a Caltech system. So this plan shows the main addition going to it. It just doesn't really show that breezeway going to it. So it does just show that it's tied into that roof and all heads for the Caltech system. So you could run a second line across the plan. That means you don't have to do a big line more. If that Caltech system can handle that load, that's fine.
Okay, so that would be something to reach out to the engineer, have them change that,
Yeah.
draw it in and.
Show that it's
Okay.
tied into that Caltech system, and when you apply for a permit, we look at the calculations, and to show that can handle because I think total combined, you're probably close to 800 square feet in the roof, so that'll be able to handle that system.
Okay.
Other than that, we've no issues with it.
Do you have anything?
I have a couple of questions. Do we have a yes or no from the Board of Health? You're saying the board is the people you mentioned there, the,
The Board of Health said I am completely fine with the septic I
okay,
have.
do we, John, do we have that
We
as
do
a
not.
comment? That was one of the things I thought we should talk about.
Mr. Chairman, if you want.
Yep.
This is standard for the health department in dealing with a septic system and a house that had, say, 4 bedrooms and then right in the bedroom, and to convert one of the bedrooms to an office. Just to cover everybody, the the health department request a deed restriction to state, because it's just stating, his deed restriction right now, it just said a single family home. This request, by doing this, locks out that it's a 4-bedroom, it cannot be ever any more than a 4-bedroom, while updating the system. This is just a standard that the board do for every septic house that does an addition to it.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen that
Yeah,
before.
I don't believe it was a recommendation from anybody at the Board of Health. I know a few people that have done in-laws that kind of ran into the same issues, and that's what they did, and so I kind of, looked into it myself, and that's what I ended up deciding to do.
And we always put as, in our decision, we say, it's now going, with the in-law, it will be a 4-bedroom home and will remain a 4-bedroom home.
Yeah.
Correct. Technically, now it's listed as a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, which the in-law would make it a 4.
Right.
Mr. Chairman, so can we kind of encompass that form into our record or our file? Because it just seems like it's a little bit of I don't have an issue with it. I chuckle that you could have 17 people living there, but you only have a 4-bedroom septic.
I understand what you're saying. You could have a
I know,
1-bedroom house with
I've
10
dealt with
people
it
flushing
before.
the toilet.
But as far as like hearing from other boards, like we heard from fire, and that's going to go on the record, but do we need anything in writing from the Board of Health? It's a yes, okay, or a no?
I think they had a chance to comment, and
Did,
they didn't, or at least I don't have anything here from
okay.
the Board of Health. Do you know, but you did go to the Board of Health?
Correct.
Yeah.
Melissa and Enrique have both told me and my wife that we are 100%
Right.
cleared by them, and
Oh, I'm not doubting that. This is a procedural thing
I
for me.
get it.
That I think that if we have comments, and we're not getting comments, it seems, from some of the boards,
and
I
if anybody
think,
wants to take a copy of this, absolutely.
not to hold anything up, but for future discussion, John, that was one of the things I wanted to discuss at one of the meetings. Is
On board.
I think we need to lean on the boards to get their comments. And for this, especially where it's an addition and you just jump through some hoops to prove that you're okay, I think we should be getting that from the Board of Health, saying, yes, the applicant came to us, this is the form he filled out, we looked into it, everything's good, yes. Bottom line,
Yep.
okay? The other,
the only thing is, I don't believe anybody from the Board of Health filled out any of this. We went to the
Right, you did
courthouse
it.
in Dedham and filled
Right.
this out.
but there, he said there is a form that,
I see.
a formula, so that's from your end.
Just so we know that the health department are online with us, so the department heads have reviewed it, and the health department put in a note on the system saying the home is listed as registered as a 3-bedroom, becoming a 4-bedroom, and the system is designed for 4 bedrooms, and it said it is all set registered as 3-bedroom.
Okay, well,
So
that,
they signed off online.
okay, well, that's the disconnect we need to talk about, because you got stuff online and we're not getting it,
All right.
okay? So that was my
That's-
issue before.
That's why we're kind of pushing to get everybody online.
Yeah.
Then you consider both.
Yeah, I can sit here and I can pull it up.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
I did have one question. You mentioned living space or a family room over the garage.
Correct.
And so, Mr. Building Inspector, it won't be sleeping space, but are you going to require a certain code between the garage ceiling and the family room floor?
Yeah, so standard code.
Standard code, okay.
It has to be fire rated, safe
Yes,
in the
okay.
garage or above.
Okay, that's it. No sleeping up there. Don't fall asleep watching TV.
It's just a family room.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, anybody else have any questions or comments? So for conditions, we'd use the standard conditions, and one, the home is right now it's a 3-bedroom home, which will expand to a 4-bedroom home and remain a 4-bedroom home. The other condition is that the roof over the new mudroom and existing breezeway will drain, at least the back of it will drain into the Caltech system. And that's, however, you might have to increase the size of the system from what's there now, but that's the condition. Are you good with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So over the next few days, reach out to the engineer, have him switch that, and then just submit the new plan
Yep.
to
Yep.
the building department.
And we'll walk you through how this works, because I should ask, there's nobody here to, have you talked to your neighbors about this?
I know that we had to, what's the abutters list? I
You
had to
noticed
come
all
down
the-
and do that, and I've had a few people send me texts like I got this in the mail, but a lot of my neighbors are aware I'm doing this. So no one's had any issues that I know of. I don't know if they would've showed up or
They're
just
not here.
appealed it. but-
Yeah, they're not here, but we don't have any letters saying that they're in favor of it or opposed to it, so.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the people that were notified were on Blueberry, which is on the other side of the power line, so I don't know why they would have an issue. And then I think Briarwood only has maybe like 6 homes on the whole street. I live at the end where it tees off with Old Farm, so there's a few people on Old Farm probably that come there.
Is anybody within 300 feet of you? So, okay. So,
I have one question.
yeah, go ahead.
The plans are awesome. I think it looks like a single-family house, which is one of the big things I think in-laws try to move towards, so it's not like a separate apartment. Open concept, so there's no doorways blocking it off, turning it into an apartment. You said it's for your grandmother?
Correct.
Does she drive?
She's in great health. She's in her mid-70s. She
Nice.
still does drive, yes.
Are you gonna add parking on the side of the property there?
Correct. So what I'm planning on doing is, there's a driveway that comes up to the 2-car garage, and to the right side of the driveway, there's it almost looks like a concrete form, and it's like a wall that's created. Like I said, there's a hill.
Right.
So a lot of that's coming out, and I'm
What's
just
it-
gonna do one parking spot to the right side.
Just keep her right
Kind of
there.
where you look where the staircase is to her entrance on the right,
Okay,
just so that she can put a car there.
right, okay.
And that's also the reason why I wanna take out a lot of the hill, is to avoid possibly getting rid of those stairs altogether.
Yeah, no,
Just so
I-
that if she ever is in a wheelchair.
great health, don't need
Yeah.
to know. All right,
So that brings up another question. Let's take a look at page 2 of the plans. How you get from the main house into the in-law suite. And,
So from the main house, obviously, you can enter my home at the breezeway, and then there's a back entrance, so you can see the staircase that comes down to where the back mud and laundry is. It's gonna be a first floor laundry that's shared. So she'll be able to, in theory, there's steps there now, but when I take out this hill, I'm hoping it's all gonna be flat. The property's very level except for where the driveway is, and around the right side of the house, there's like a hill, so I'm trying to take a lot of that hill out. It's all gravel. I've had some trees removed and stuff like that. It's just aesthetically, it's gonna make it look a lot. If you notice, there's a lot of different roof lines and stuff like that. So aesthetically, it's gonna allow a smoother transition from the garage to the actual in-law, the way the roofs look.
yeah, that's good from the outside, but the transition in the actual, from the in-law suite into, the mudroom area.
Correct.
So how is this not just a 2-family house if we've got the main house and then an apartment attached to the side?
She can get into the house. There's this, if you look back on the left where the mudroom is, she just can have a door that she can open the door and walk down the stairs. Unless there can't be a door, we'll just leave it open.
Yeah,
It's just kind of giving her, her privacy, and I don't know, by law, there can't be a door there.
I get the intent for the privacy, but I think, isn't it supposed to flow?
It is.
We did that on Brook Street. They had to flow, no door. Like it was
Yeah.
an oversized archway
Or-
from this in-law suite to the main house kitchen or
a
something.
36-inch opening, so an opening without a door there. And that makes it so that it is part of the house.
Single-family home still.
It's still a single-family
Yes.
home. So that would be, the other condition that we'd add is that there's no door separating the mudroom from the in-law suite.
Do you see where it is on the plan?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I understand what you're
'Cause
talking
you-
about.
if you
I just
remove
don't-
those-
I don't see the harm of having a door there, but I understand.
I guess the harm, and it's not for you and your situation, but 50 years down the road, when I'm not here, and somebody's saying, well, this is, this is an apartment that's attached to the house, and
I understand that, but I mean, we share the laundry, so it's just,
Can
if
you-
if it was more an apartment, I feel like the laundry would be there, would be in the actual in-law. But if it's gotta be a 36-inch opening, I understand.
Can you, on the plan where the existing kitchen is located, and then there's, to the right of that, it's called a connector?
Correct, so that's.
Can you walk between the kitchen and this connector space? Or are those
Yeah, so when
connected in
you
any-
walk in the home at the breezeway, in order to take a left into my kitchen, there's a wall there with a opening of a doorway, and you can walk into that breezeway now. Yes.
Okay. So you could, with an opening, you could walk from the existing kitchen through into the mudroom and then over to the,
Correct. So the way it's going to be is when you stand in that existing kitchen, you're going to be able to look right up the stairs and into that loft. It's
Okay.
all open.
it's all open. Okay.
It's not closed by a door or anything like that.
Okay.
I mean, we have had that as a requirement, and the 36-inch opening and no door. That makes it an in-law suite, not a separate apartment.
Okay.
But I think everything else looks good.
You're talking about, are you referring to this opening right here?
No, this is the opening I'm talking about, this door right here. That door.
Oh, this one, okay.
Because this actually, this flows up to the
Right.
the family room up here, but this is the part that can be closed off, that's what I was.
Okay.
I mean, it's the way I look at it now too. When you walk up the stairs, you kind of got to walk to the right to make that turn. So even if it's open, it's still going to be pretty private.
Yeah.
Over there, right? Yeah.
Right,
I thought that
and,
was all
It's not
open,
like
that's
I
what
said. If you
saying.
stand in my kitchen, you won't be able to just
Yeah.
look into her place.
right, but
So
Be one level, easily coming up.
there is but there is a person could walk without going through doors. and-
correct. I understand that. That's fine.
There's a little later,
Okay, I think we've beat this to death at this point. But I think it's a big plan, and I want to make sure you get it right, so.
Yeah.
So right now, we've got 3 conditions, and the conditions are, the drains on the mudroom roof, the new roof there going to the Caltech system. It's a 4-bedroom, it's currently a 3-bedroom home and will become a 4-bedroom home with the in-law suite and remain a 4-bedroom home. And the the opening at the top of the stairs going into the in-law suite will have no door, and it'll be a 36-inch opening.
Yeah, in addition to the standard conditions that are in the bylaw.
Right. And the standard conditions are no separate utilities. You're not gonna have separate utilities for
Oh,
this.
utility bills, you mean?
Yeah.
Like yeah, no.
Like a meter.
It's all on one.
Yeah, I was
all
told
in
it has to be on one.
Right, yep.
Okay.
And Mr. Crowley covers that, I'm sure. You know all that. Yeah. Okay. Anybody have anything else before we vote to, we'll ask the applicant if he wants to close the hearing, and then we'll go from there. Anything else? Okay. Do you want to close the hearing at this time?
Yeah, I'm satisfied.
Yep, okay. So could I have a motion to close the hearing?
So move.
Moved by Drew,
Second?
second by Bob. Oh, yeah. Voting on this will be the regular members, Drew Delaney, John Lee, Bob Fitzgerald, and Mark Major, and Tim Hegler.
Now that we have our nameplates, should we turn them this way?
Okay. So, this is just to close the hearing. All those in favor of closing the hearing, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, so carried. Okay, the hearing's closed. Now, could I have a motion to approve the in-law suite at 8 Briarwood Lane and referencing the plan of November 9th, 2021 by RIM Engineering and the set of plans dated
5, 10.
5/10/21 by Gnarly Design with, so those are the plans referenced with standard conditions, and then additional condition, drains on the proposed mudroom roof and the existing roof to the rear will drain to the Caltech system on the ground. 2, the home is currently a 3-bedroom home and will become a 4-bedroom home and will remain a 4-bedroom home. And the final condition is that there will be a 36-inch opening instead of a door entering into the in-law suite at the top of the stairs coming up from the mudroom.
So move.
Okay, any further discussion on that?
Nope,
Everybody good?
I'll second the motion.
Okay, oh yeah, sorry, second, and then further discussion, any further discussion? Okay, and this vote is to approve the plans with the slight modifications there. Okay, all those in favor of approving the plans, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, so carried. Okay, good luck with your project.
Thank you very much. I appreciate everything. You want these back?
And do you want a set of your own plans? Eric, do you already have a set of?
I
Okay.
have a few sets,
Okay.
they're with contractors.
Okay.
You can have mine.
Okay.
I get extra ones for some reason.
You are
You're
all
all
set.
set.
So, do you know how it works? We'll file the decision with the town clerk. There's a 20-day appeal period if one of your neighbors or somebody
Yep.
doesn't like it. But I'd expect this will be filed within about a week.
Okay.
And then, once that 20 days appeal period runs out, you can go to the building inspector and get your building permit.
Okay, so I will reach out to the engineer tomorrow and I will have him make that modification for the breezeway roof to be tied into the Caltech system, and then I'll give that to you.
Yeah, when you apply for a permit, it's all online, so when you apply online, we'll review.
So I don't have to bring it to you right when I get
No,
it?
so you apply for a permit.
Okay,
You send it that way.
all right, thank you very much.
Great,
Okay,
good luck.
thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. The only other thing we had for tonight was some minutes of previous meeting, and this was, it was for Tesla, and I think, and also Darwin is on here. I reviewed Tesla, I did not review the Darwin one.
Shorter.
Did anybody get a chance to review the Darwin one?
Yes, I didn't have any
How do you
comments
go?
on it. Just a couple of nets, but they're nothing substantive on that one.
Okay. Did anybody,
I
yes?
just had a question, on the October 13th one, when it mentions, the next meetings are tentatively scheduled for Wednesday the 3rd and Wednesday the 17th. that, I don't remember saying anything was tentative, but I guess it's we're either meeting or we're not meeting, so I just don't know if that's just a procedure thing. So with first and third, and from what I understand in talking to Patrick, we're only gonna know when we're gonna have a meeting is if anything's been filed. So that was one of the issues that I will outline to you, John, before the next meeting to discuss. I'm okay with this, but I think we need to be a little more clear.
Yep, I think.
Not that anybody looks at the minutes to see when we're gonna meet, that wasn't it.
Okay. So, I'm just taking one look. Everybody that's here was at the meetings, so everybody can vote on these. So, could I have a motion to approve the minutes of October 13th and October 6th?
So moved?
Moved by Bob,
Second.
second by Mark. Any further discussion on the minutes? Okay. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained?
I wasn't voting, you guys were.
Aye.
Okay.
So you abstained?
No, well, you had 5.
Oh,
Sorry. You didn't need me.
okay.
You can vote if you want.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. It should be 500.
So, yes.
That's the 500 is the vote. Okay. We're going to be meeting next week, so I will, and just so everybody knows, there is a, what's that?
Is it the week after?
Um,
Don't rush the holiday.
Oh, yeah, next week's the holiday, right, the following week, sorry, we wouldn't do that, not the night before Thanksgiving. But we are meeting the following week for the, I believe it's Darwin,
Is it Darwin? Yeah,
What's the date on that?
The 6th.
the 6th,
It's
December.
actually 2 weeks, right? Because next week's Thanksgiving, and then the following week is
the. 3
the,
weeks.
Okay.
I'm going to the Revolution on Tuesday, the 30th.
Okay. So,
It might be, is it Burns Avenue, I think, the remand? Anyway, it's not.
Yeah.
not important. I think it's,
I know I think there's a remand, that's the remand case.
right,
In,
It's back to back, right? It's 2
Yeah.
weeks
Yeah.
in December.
yeah,
yeah,
6th and 13th, I think.
right.
okay. Could I have a motion to adjourn? Unless does anybody have anything else? Okay. Motion to adjourn? Okay.
So moved.
Made by Tim,
Second?
second by Mark. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, abstained, so carried. Okay. Good night, everybody.